Oh, it must be the crib mattress I ordered. Oh, Prima! Come in, pase! Why do you look so sad? You come sit down right here and tell me what's the matter. ¿Qué tienes?
I was so excited to show my friends my new dress. But when I got there, another girl had the same dress. So it wasn't special.
Aww.
In class, the teacher asked a question and I raised my hand to answer it. But another girl raised her hand and answered the question the same thing I was gonna say. So it wasn't special.
Aww.
Later, when I was playing with my friends, Raquel's grandma said pretty things about my friend's hair, but nothing about my hair, so I guess I'm not special.
Oh, Prima, I'm so sorry that you feel that way. But I want you to know that God created you in such a way that there's just one you. Eres única. Others may have the same color of eyes as you or even hair like yours, but no one else has the same fingerprints or same handprint as you do. And when God made you, He made you for something important. He made a special mission just for you. He has it planned out just for you, an important mission. And not only that, He has planned an exciting adventure for you. Even though you may think you're not special, you are one of a kind. Eres única. There's no one like you.
Thank you, Chela. I better be going now.
Okay. But do you still feel like you're not special?
No, He made me special just the way I am.
That's right, sweetie. Now, Prima, anytime that you want to chat, you can come by, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye. LaPrima didn't feel special because another girl had the same dress that she had. And later, when she wanted to answer a question, someone said the same thing she was gonna say. But no matter how LaPrima feels, God made her special. Nothing can change that. Dios la hizo especial. But how can we know that God has made us special? You know what that sound means? The Bible is our answer book. Come on, kids, let's take a look. Here's the Bible where we can get our answers. Let me move these things out of the way. And we'll find what our verse of the day is. Psalm 139, 13 and 14. Salmos 139, 13 y 14. Psalm is the book in the very middle of the Bible. So if you have a Bible, I want you to pick your Bible up, put it in your lap or set it on the floor or set it on the table, and then I want you to take your fingers and you're going to put it in the very middle of the Bible. When you put your fingers in the very middle of the pages, and you open it, it should bring you to the book of Psalms. I came to the book of Psalms, but I need to find 139. So let's go back to number 1. Here we are. The book of Psalms. Now, for me to count all the way to 139 would take a long time. So we're just going to jump right to 139. There's the big number 139. Now, you may notice that this big number isn't as big as it usually is, but that's because the book of Psalms has so many chapters in it that the number is smaller than normal, so they have enough space to put all the chapters. But here it is, Psalm 139. Now we're going to look for the really little number 13. Maybe you notice that there's two numbers with a little line, a dash in the middle of it. We've never seen that before, but that means you're going to find the first little number, 13. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. But what do we do with the little number 14? If there's a little line here, then that means you're going to keep reading until you get to the verse 14. Verse 14 is going to be the last verse you read. So if it was, let's say, the number 17, you would read 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 would be the last one that you would read, and then you'd stop. But as you can see, it's just 13 and 14, and here's the little number 13. And the verse says, "You made all the delicate and inner parts of my body. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am awesomely and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, and I know this very well." That verse sounds a little bit complicated, but we're going to do what we normally do. We're going to read it and we'll stop and talk about it, okay? So it says, you. Who is you? Is it you? Or is it me? Or is it someone else? The book of Psalms was written by a shepherd who later became a king. His name was David. And David loved to write songs and poems. And he would write them to God or for God. When he wrote this verse, he was writing a poem prayer to God. So when we see the word you in this verse, we know it's talking about God. Let's go on. God made all the delicate and inner parts of my body. Scientists are still amazed at how many teeny tiny parts are inside the human body. It surprises them that there are things going on in our body that seem impossible because they can't explain how it works. Delicate means you just need to be very gentle or careful or it might break. And inner means what's inside or that it's inside. God is the one who made all the delicate and inner sides of our body. Let's keep reading. You knit me together in my mother's womb. The womb, vientre, is just the name of the special place in a mommy's tummy where a baby grows. And knitting is when someone takes two pieces of yarn and uses some special needles to join the two pieces of yarn, the two strands of yarn together to make something. They can take that ball of yarn called a skein and turn it into a scarf or a sweater or a pair of socks or even a stuffed animal. Now, God doesn't really take two pieces of yarn and knit a baby. David is just trying to give us a poetic picture. He's saying that we are so special to God, that it's like He's knitting us together, He's forming us together. Let's read what's next. I praise you because I am awesomely and wonderfully made. Now David gets really excited and he says, I praise you, God, because I am awesomely and wonderfully made. Let's talk about the word praise. The word is most often used when we're talking about God. But if your mom says to you, you did a great job finishing your chores, she is praising you, telling you you did something good. Or if a teacher says, you are a great helper, they are praising you. They're telling you you did something good. So David is saying, God, you did something good. Let's keep reading. Your works are wonderful, and I know this very well. We know that the your is talking about God. God, your works are wonderful. But what are works? You've heard of schoolwork, the work that you do at school, the 4 plus 4 is 8. When you're writing those out on a piece of paper, that is your work. Now, if you don't get your school work done at school, you have to bring that work home, and it's called homework. Or if you have art class and your teacher tells you to paint a picture or to make something out of clay, then that is your artwork. So when he says your works are wonderful, he's saying what you have made is wonderful. Let's read the verse one more time and we'll put the Bible back on the shelf. Psalm 139, 13 and 14. You made all the delicate and inner parts of my body. You, God, knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am awesomely and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, and I know this very well. That is just amazing. The Bible is our truth book. Let's put it back in the book nook.